Hey everyone, I'm Priscilla Casper here from MaximoTV at the CBGB premiere. I'm going to be talking to stars like Ashley Greene, Stana Katic about how they rocked the movie. You played Debbie Harry. What was it like playing such an iconic singer?
Well, it was pretty great. She is, she's one of those women that I think everyone's heard her music and everyone's seen her, whether it's via YouTube or, when we used to have MTV that played videos. She's just incredible. So to step into her shoes and really just become her for a couple days was amazing. Yeah.
Are you a fan of punk music, or now you're a fan of it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of rock music, to be honest with you. That's my genre, and this is, it's CBGB was everything from the Ramones to the Police to Debbie Harry to Sid Vicious, and so it's a little bit of everything. It's definitely up my alley.
The term punk rock, I think it really depends on what your definition of it is. I think there is a lot of punk rock still. It doesn't necessarily need to be that spit and mosh pit music. I mean, it started with at CBGB. Patti Smith would get up and do spoken word poetry, things of that nature. So it's all over the place. It's never gone away. It never will.
Are you a big fan of rock music?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was fun to learn about the chronological unfolding of all these artists at this place, because I've followed these bands for a long time, but I wasn't aware of who supported who influenced who collaborated with who, and it turns out that it was a terribly supportive environment between. I haven't heard one reporter tale about even a hint of competitiveness, which was a really endearing thread through the story that I wasn't expecting at all.
After working on this movie, did you learn anything new about punk rock or the whole culture?
I did. I mean, I wasn't really that well versed in punk rock before I started this, and of course I researched it after I signed on to the project. And the interesting thing about CBGB and that whole movement that I learned that I think is a general misconception is that it didn't all start out crazy and violent and that whole thing. And it was interesting learning about the things that stem this whole movement and their motives and why they did what they did. And it was actually a really, it was like a family. And I think that's really kind of an amazing thing. It was very non-judgmental, and everyone just kind of wanted to put something real out there. And so that was a cool side to see of punk rock, because it's not something that every day you kind of get to see.
I heard you say you were a music fan. Yeah. Were you a big fan of punk rock growing up, or are you a fan of it now?
I mean, I think good music's good music. So right now, I'm kind of more into hip hop, and I'm listening to mostly hip hop. But I think hip hop is kind of the closest thing to punk we have these days. So yeah. I mean, anything that's good is good. Doesn't matter what genre.
I know twerking is becoming increasingly popular. You were doing it in your celebrity?
Doing it before. That's how I warm up for an interview.
I like that.
Yeah.
So what was it like being a rock star in this movie?
Awesome.
Yeah. Is this a new role, or are you used to rock music?
Yeah, no, I love music, and rock music, of course, is a part of my music library. So, yeah, it was great.
And I know I was talking to Justin and Katherine, and they were saying that they show some skin in this movie. Do you do that as well?
Everyone shows a certain amount of skin in some way in this film, but not as much as those two, for sure. And Rupert.
And what was it like working? Because this is a star-studded cast. It must have been so much fun.
It was great, actually. The cast was very dedicated. Everyone came very well prepared, and it's an independent film, and so we didn't have a tremendous amount of time just to lollygag around, and so everyone kind of came and gave it their all, and it's really satisfying. I truly loved working on this project and with this cast.
Do you get to actually talk to the people that were the original CBGB people?
Yes. A lot of the people that we referenced in the film came down and chatted with us. I also met my character up in New York City. She's a singer, and she's performing there all the time, and she's just a phenomenal lady. So it was really a pleasure to meet her. On a complete side note, right? Like, if I wasn't playing her, I would have been so honored to meet her anyway.
This is a bit of a dream come true. I've always been musical and I've always really enjoyed it, but being able to go up as somebody else, first of all, there's a little protection there because you're just kind of having to be somebody else and not yourself. But I think that once we got the wigs on and got into the thing and we're actually playing Ramone's songs, it all just kind of came together. And we were excited and fascinated that the audience loved it and the audience was into it and enjoyed sort of us paying homage to this wonderful legend of a band that kind of started punk rock with CBGB. So.
Now, are you a big fan of punk rock music?
I have become one. I mean, I started with the Runaways and Cherry Bomb and moved on to television and the Dead Boys, and I'm having a lot of fun.
I feel like punk rock should kind of come back now.
Oh, please. Yes, please. I think we all need to just like rip up our clothes and put Punk You on our shirts and just like ride a motorcycle and get out of here.
I love that. Now, tell me about your character in the movie.
So I play a woman who actually existed, sort of legendarily. The rumors have gone on from CBGB, the club, and she gets double dared to do this kind of crazy stuff on stage, and she goes and she does it because she's awesome.
I actually stayed with a gentleman named Taxi because I was playing a real guy. I was playing a mixture of 4 different guys, but I spent most of my time with Taxi, and he actually taught me how to mix. If you ask me to mix today, I'm not sure that I'd be able to do it, but he did teach me how to mix.
Now, I hear all of the characters show a little skin in the movie. Do you show skin at all?
I had a full beard.
So you're...
So no, the only person I think that showed less, well, Johnny Galecki's beard was more impressive than mine, but no, I didn't show any skin.
Now, are you a big fan of punk rock music?
You know, I grew up with like Green Day, right? Green Day was like my punk, and I listened to the album Dookie all the time, right? But like this music that's in this movie is timeless.
I'm a big fan of Ryan Adams, the Cardinals, Ryan Bingham, a little cowpunk with punk rock, but with some twang to it. Deer Tick, and so much music out. There's so much great music out right now. That's it's maybe not mainstream, but like there's tons of music out there. It's a really exciting time for it.
Rock, pop, punk, all of it. Blues, yeah, I love it all.
Who's like your favorite musician out there right now?
I'm a Springsteen fan, hands down. Yeah, the boss. Yeah, love it. It's great. Yeah.
Tell me about your character in the film.
I play Bert. He's one of the bikers that came with the bar when Hilly bought the bar. So, yeah, a biker.
That's a cool role.
Yeah, I don't know why they would cast me as a biker, though. Go figure, right?
The beard.
I know. Just I was thinking a lawyer, a corporate guy, maybe or something, but I had to do a biker.
Did you have to give the actors in this film a little history lesson?
No, they never asked me. So, no. They could just watch videos and figure it out.
We have you here right now.
Yeah. So, what's going on?
So what are you looking forward to seeing in the movie?
Try to relive some of those times, I always see how accurate, that's the problem, is it won't be as accurate as I would want it to be when you're that close. But it's not supposed to be. It's a movie, so.
Do you want to say anything to your fans out there today?
I want to say hello, and don't forget my new album entitled drops Tuesday, October 8th, so go get that. That's my first album. It's kind of weird that it's dropping then, and it's dropping on CJ and Johnny's birthday, so that's another weird thing how that happened. But yeah, it's really cool, so we'll be on the road soon.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
So we're wrapping up the carpet now, and I can't wait to go inside and check it out. Rock on.